cool down a minute. Because it is hot today again in the UK, which is good. And I believe in chemtrails, and there hasn't been chemtrails for a bit, so it's hot like summer used to be. Hi! So, I don't do well in the heat. It is too hot. It's like being abroad. Oh. Actually, it's like the summers we used to have as a kid. Really hot. At the time, it's supposed to be hot. Not later on in the year. So, I'll just cool down a minute. I don't even want to sit out in the garden because it's that hot. Oh. And I've been wearing something that's made me really hot, and I've had to take it off because it's quite good material and it's thick and it's too hot. But I did order something the other day, and yeah, proper summers. I believe it's because we've got no chemtrails, because I ordered something the other week and I was thinking, God, it's, you know, it's taken ages. It was ordered it in the UK, like it's taken ages. Said to my dad, oh, have you got yours yet? Because he'd ordered the same thing, and he was like, no. And then it came today. We both got it on the same day, and both, well, I'll show you. He said he'd got a different one to me, and it's just come today, and I've just worn it out. Ta-da! And it's the Q t-shirt, and it says, it's in navy blue, and it says Qanon. Nothing is random. Oh, nothing is a coincidence. Nothing is random. I wish it had a Q on the back, but I did buy ages ago. I know, it's about £12, I think. I did buy ages ago. What was it? A Q patch. So if I manage to find it or get another one, I'm gonna iron it on the back, and then it'll have a Q on the back. But the funny thing was, my dad said he'd got a different one, and when I texted him to say, oh, it's come today, he texted me back a picture. I texted him a picture of me in this, and then he texted me a picture back of him in his, exactly the same one. Woohoo! And then some friends over the pond on 24/7 Soapbox said they wish they had a Q t-shirt, but with the UK, you know, the Union Jack flag on, as we've got your American one. So I'm so glad it's come, because I've been wearing that. Me and my dad have got the same one. I think me and my dad will have to go out with the same tops on. But I've just come to say it's very important that you watch the video I was talking about the other day. If you haven't already, watch it a couple of times, but I'll talk about that in a minute, because things I've just noticed on YouTube going about was Rebel Media had put on about the Queen signs the EU withdrawal bill. So there you go. There's things in with that are like, things have to get sorted out, but I guess we're on the right track. So that's good. And I also noticed that the BBC, not that I watched them, but it was on YouTube, and I just went on it and then realised it was the BBC News. Make me laugh anyway, because they disabled the comments, so you can't comment on. Well, the one I was watching, you can't. And I thought, yeah, I bet they did, because I would have been commenting on it, because it was about the most dangerous right, you know, like right-wing party, they would call it, the most dangerous. And they had videos of what was the Brexit march, but pro-Brexit march at weekend, I'm assuming, and saying that they were far-right dangerous. And then the people that they'd gone up talking, I'm sorry, were all foreigners or Muslims, which I just thought, well, the thing we've all been talking about, at the end of the day, it is Britain first. Like every other country, like America, what you're doing over there, it's America first. It's Britain, so it's Britain first. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, this is big enough, really, isn't it? But I would put the badge on the back, just because the badge is about that big, you know, just on the back, like here. But, woohoo! It's great, but I've had to take it off because it's too hot. Hi! Which just made me laugh because it's like, well, it's Britain first, you know, and I don't understand why people don't understand it's Britain first, like it's America first. And then Alex Jones, yeah, I got it today. I was just saying, I got it today. Me and my dad ended up getting the same t-shirt without realising. I sent him a picture of me in it today, and he sent a picture back. He got his today, both wearing the same t-shirt, so yay. So I've just worn it out. But Alex Jones, I know some people don't like Alex Jones because he's a bit loud and this, that and the other, and he gets too excited, but I've got to admit, I don't mind Alex Jones, and he is talking about truth anyway, you know, and he does red pill some people, even if you don't like him. Mine's on my jacket with my other badges. I know, I need to get it on a jacket even. That's what I was going to do before. But he was, what was Alex Jones? Oh, Alex Jones. Yeah, see, Alex Jones wakes people up. So some people say bad things about him, blah, 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 whatever. He's a bit like in your face, but I think he's quite funny. And he did a video, I don't know if it was this morning or whenever it was, but it was about, have you heard, right, we all know about Waters, I can never remember her first name, shouting out to go against the Trump supporters, like, you know, get violent and all that because she's pathetic. But my dad said somebody today, I don't know who it was stalking her and walking next to her and asking her loads of questions. I bet she didn't like it. Yeah, he sticks up for the people of the UK and he's done a lot for Tommy as well. And so I watched, that's what I mean, so I watched Alex this morning of whenever he did it. And some girl, it's on one of the Alex Jones's news bits, so you'll see it. Hi. Had said, I can't remember who the person is, I should have wrote it down. Somebody was doing, they have like an event they go to, and then they have their own little cubicles where they talk about, you know, if the Democrats or whatever. And he was obviously, I think he was on the side of Trump. He was actually, this girl had actually said, because she doesn't like him because he's a Trump supporter or whatever, go and firebomb his van. Go and firebomb his van and put it up on a tweet or whatever, and said, yes, you must go and do this, it's okay. So he went and found her at this place they were all at and said to her, you know, what do you think you're doing saying that? And she just sat there, because these people can never say anything, can they? When you confront them, you can't say anything. She just sat there eating, she couldn't really say anything. There was a load of zombies around her as well. Yeah, that's what I mean, no matter who wakes you up, as long as you get woken up and then you find other people, don't just stick to one person, find loads of other people. You'll see different things that people are saying. But no matter what, just get woken up by somebody. Yeah, and he went and confronted her and she was like, and she was just sat there filming him, not saying anything. And then he blew up a massive, on a big piece of card, the picture that she'd put up and everything, so everyone could see that she'd done it. Hang on, somebody's knocking at the door. Oh, sorry about that. It was just some guy knocking on, so I didn't answer it because I couldn't be bothered about keep Britain tidy. I'll tell you how to tidy up Britain. Yeah, so yeah, it's good to see many people waking up, but he confronted this girl and showed her this big, you know, so everyone could see it, and they just weren't having it. But he even said, you're disgusting, you're telling someone to go and firebomb a van. What if someone was in that van? If there were people in that van, what about the people in that van? And a girl turned around and said, on the lines of, well, it doesn't matter as long as it's the right target. See what these people are shouting out to people? So what, you're after murdering people now? And this will be their downfall, because like you said, they won't be able to walk down the street. She won't be able to walk down the street soon. And what I was saying about the video, I was telling you about the other day. Q, the plan, what was it? The plan to save the world If you haven't seen it, it's by Joe. I can't say his name, so I'll put it in after this in the chat. But it's Joe, Joe, and then Masepoes. I got my top from eBay. It was £12 in the UK. £12 on eBay. You can get them on Amazon as well, but Amazon. eBay. And it just came today. I love it. You can get slightly different ones. Me and my dad ended up with the same one, but that video, you need to watch it because it's great anyway, and you do get emotional watching it. Yeah, that's all right. And the thing is, you need to watch, like my dad said, you need to watch it quite a few times. I mean, it's such a great video anyway, because what this is, it's so important. It's Q coming out. If you look how many views it had so many, and it's gone up to, it's just gone viral. It's massive. And it's just important because it is we know about Q, but these are the videos coming out to the masses, like of the, you know, what it's all about. But if you actually make sure you watch the videos properly, listen properly, but also have a good look at who's in the videos, you know, because you see the corrupt people, and you even see some of the celebrities like Beyonce and quite a lot of people on the, there's a picture where they're all doing this. Like they said, it's going to be people, you know, celebrities like that you wouldn't even think of. And that's why it's going to be so like, oh my God. But if you watch that video, watch it a couple of times, because sometimes you miss things, and you miss, like if they just put snippets in of someone quickly, you might have missed it. And then you go back and you're like, oh yeah. But you've really got to watch it a few times, even though it's just great to watch every day, because it just makes you feel like we're winning, which we are winning. But it's just such a great video. Has everyone watched it? They played it again this morning on 24/7 Soapbox, which was great. And I put underneath how many views it had. I'll show you actually, let me find it. I just melt. Woo. It's hot and sticky with Q. Let me see if it's on my phone. Oh, and the Q drop. I was out, so I didn't see it. My dad sent it me, but was round the table, and it says read on the table, and I couldn't make out what it said at first, and it says do it Q. Woohoo! It's like yes. Let me see. Oh yeah, there it is.
Of course. They'll rob your house, they steal your phone. They can murder you too if they think they can get away with it. We have all experienced.
Look at the views so far, and it only went up the other day. Don't know if you can see. Wow. So that's getting out to the people.
Criminals in one way or another. Criminals, as we know.
It's just a great video. Really great video. It just explains, like I said yesterday, it explains absolutely everything. Like I said, everything about how they start the wars, why they started the wars, how they divide us on Earth between, you know, race, religion, everything, keep us fighting. That's why I say these people who are always fighting between race, this, that and the other, they've really got to look at themselves and think, can you not see what's going on? And get over all that and really come together and unite with people, because, you know, it's a serious thing at the minute. We are in war with them, and they're that mentality they've got. They, you know, they do hurt people, they kill people and everything. So, you know, if they're setting things off anywhere, or, you know, they're not bothered if people are getting injured or killed or whatever. If her shouting out about going, abusing people and calling them out, and she was basically asking for violence. Then you've got this young girl who's like, oh, okay, I'll just go and tell someone to firebomb someone's van. Like, what are you talking about? What if this person had a van and there was a child sat in that van or something? Are you retarded? Like, what planet are you on? Who has ever... I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, if they've always been in control, they've never needed to do this, because they're getting called out now, and they know that we know. They know, we know what, you know, what they're up to and all this. How can... No one's ever said on elections, oh, you must go and do this, or you must attack people in the street, blah, 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 blah. You must firebomb someone's van just because they support Trump, or blah, 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 and all this. It's because they know now, we know. So they've got to pull everything out to try and tell everyone to go and attack the Trump supporters. It's so stupid. No, I haven't seen it yet. When was that from? Recently? He didn't go like this, did he? He wasn't wearing one of these, was he? Oh, I need to see if they've got kid tops with Qanon. I need to get my youngest son one. I tried to get my eldest son to watch the video and he's like, I'm not bothered. I was like, you should watch it. I got his niece to watch it the other day and she was like, oh. And she even said about XXXTentacion the other day. She was like, the celebrity side of it. But it's just a great video. I cried again last night when I watched it again because I was like, it's just... My dad said it was by the same people who made... Has anyone seen the Korean one? I can't remember what it's called, about the Kim Jong-un, that they showed Kim Jong-un. What was it called? That video was called something as well, like... Did anyone watch that video? I can't remember what the title of it was because that was a really good one as well. They've put it all together, but it's important to watch it because and you need to share it everywhere. You need to send it to all your friends, whatever, in WhatsApp or whatever. Just send it to everybody, and even if they're like, what's this, or they don't like you because maybe they don't support Trump. I fell out with a friend a few months ago because I was trying to say something on Facebook a while back before I knew a lot of stuff about. Oh yeah, Tesla. About big pharma and medicines and stuff, and she thought I was talking about her son, which I wasn't because he's got things, but I wasn't. I was trying to say some of the stuff they do, it does to keep us ill. It can sometimes give us the things that you're not trying to have, if people understand. But she didn't get that, so we sort of fell out, but I'm not bothered because I understand at the end of the day she took it the wrong way. We all know about that. It's like I've just got through, when I got this, a letter came with it as well, with the post, and it was for vaccines, for my 3-year-old, for his next couple of vaccines. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think so. But, yeah, Tesla, yeah, was it in the video? I can't remember now because it's connected to Trump. I've never been into politics, never, ever, ever. Never been into politics, never voted, because I used to think it doesn't matter who you get in, which proves to the fact it's true until now. Whoever you get in, whoever claims to be good on either side, they just do what they want to do, and they take laws away, and they try and twist the constitution and everything. What's that? And everything, but it's only now with Trump, because obviously over there, he was just a patriot. It says in the video, people loved him when he was just Trump before he got in office. People loved him. You know, he's outspoken and stuff, but the thing is with Trump, he just says it as it is. He's not pussyfooting around everyone. He's saying things like it is. You know, people get offended by it. But he was loved by a lot of Americans, and he's just, yes, he's a businessman, but that's good because he knows the ins and outs of stuff he needs to know, because if it was someone else, he could have had the wool pulled over his eyes, but he knows and he does things by law and stuff like that, so that's good. They chose him because the people liked him. He wasn't a politician before. Or half of these politicians are born into it. You think they voted in and they're not. They're put into that position because they're a part of the elites, the Illuminati, the cabal, whatever the name is, they're part of it. And a lot of people, like the stars and all that, you think they've just come in going, oh, I was a country girl from blah, blah. They've been born into it. They've been groomed to be in that position all their life, and part of this, even these satanical things and all that, it's normal to them because they've never known anything different. And then they'll get people in who are vulnerable, like when you see these celebrities stuff, they'll bring them in, and then obviously if they don't want to do it, you know what happens. But Trump didn't want to be part of the cabal, so that's why they went against him, and that's why now, like we say on the news, it's just fight, fight, fight. Trump, say this about Trump, he's this, that, and the other. Let's call him. It's all right for us to call him, but they can't call us because we all go mad and start crying. Like I said before in my other posts, because they don't like it, because they knew, he knew, JF Kennedy knew, like on that video, JF Kennedy knew, we all know why he got shot, JF Kennedy knew, Reagan knew, JF Kennedy knew. I don't think he knew the extent. He definitely didn't know the extent of how that cabal, how deep-rooted they were then, I think he just thought it was smaller, and he was going to out them when he said, I'm going to smash you in 1,000 pieces, and then he got killed because he didn't realise probably people he trusted were in that. So you seen what happened there. Ooh, Margaret Thatcher. And you know what I mean? So when you watch that video, it's just amazing. And the Tesla thing, he had a lot of technologies, I think, stuff that's hidden to us. And like I said, his work got set, I think his lab thing got set on fire. And yeah, but he lost a lot of his work and had to redo it. And then when the CIA went in to retrieve some of his notes and stuff, like his life work, they disappeared, or never to be found again, or they went somewhere. But it was Trump's uncle that saw some of these. I think if I'm correct, Trump's uncle worked for the CIA then, I think. So do you think they might have shown Trumpster now? I think. And I think when this is all done, all this evil and stuff, and people getting arrested, because obviously that's the biggest thing we want to see, especially Hillary and Obama. And there's all the other people, whom I can never say a name, this, that and the other, the spies, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's massive. When all that's done, I expect, like, things to start coming out, like hidden technology, the technology that can help us, that may be Tesla. The medicines, which Trump has already said this. He said, in so many years, in 5 years, we've got medicine that can help people, now, and technology. But we know that technology and that medicine has been here for a very long time. When someone's found it, they've got killed because they don't want it out to us because it's making us better. They don't want that. They want depopulation. So we know that's been out for a very long time, and it's either been taken away, or it's not used for us anyway. They don't want to give it to us, but that is going to come out. And then I do believe things are just going to start coming out. After the big main stuff is obviously what we want is the people, the corrupt, the evil, those people that have been in charge for a very long time, decades and decades and decades, centuries, whatever, over time, families, that they get their comeuppance, they go to prison or whatever it is. A bit more than that I'd like to see. Oh, I think Space Force should actually blast into space on another planet, never to be seen again, just to float round somewhere down a black hole and out somewhere else, many light years away from us. Some of them don't deserve to live. That's just what I think, because they're just awful people. But there's always, has anyone heard of the FEMA camps? They were going about FEMA camps that we're supposed to be putting normal people in. Now I think there's a lot of them about, and maybe they were, because that was part of the Agenda 21 or whatever it was. But now I think they could be holding prisons for the people that they've been going after. Because there's been a lot of arrests anyway, paedophiles and all this, that and the other, and I think there's a lot going on we don't know. And these people, it's not just like it's a handful of people that are going to get arrested. There's shitloads, basically, and it's global. So they all need to be detained somewhere. Obama and that can be detained in the detentions, that the places that they were holding the kids. Because people are still not getting the fact that was put in by Bush and Obama and all that under their policy, under when they were in office, not by Trump. Trump's undoing it. That's what people don't seem to get, especially on that side of the left. They're just thick as pig shit, I keep saying, that they don't understand. But yeah, I do think once all that we want to see is happening, I think, even though that's brilliant, I think then all the other stuff's going to come out. I don't know if we'll be allowed to know everything, but I do believe in the hidden technologies that can help us now, even maybe travel stuff, medicines. I even believe maybe some ancient stuff might come out about, like, hidden, not religions, but just hidden texts and stuff, maybe. Everyone's always umming and ahhing about the pyramids and this, that, and the other, and certain stuff that's been hidden, away from us, I think will come out in the end. And I don't know, just stuff that's, well, obviously always been called a conspiracy that will come out in the end, I think, which will be good, because I think there's things people of the world need to know we've been deceived and there's certain stuff been hidden from us for a reason. If you're a bit spiritual as well, I think about hidden stuff that we should know who we are. And I think we're a lot more than we think we are. But they've hidden it from us because they don't want us waking up and realising, you know. They always say it was, what's on that video? They said it was man's, you know, just the way humans are. And I don't believe we were on Earth to fight each other and do all the things we did. Like on that video, it says it was planned. They've planned that for us to do, to keep us fighting. I don't believe we were here to do that. It's such a strong video. It's such a moving video. If you watch that video and you don't either cry, because I did, or feel emotionally moved by it and understand it, no matter what race or country you're from, culture, and you don't think, I can see it now for what it is, and, you know, the people who it is. And like I said before, people might go on, oh, it's white people, this, that, and the other. There might be white people, the elites and that, but people are working for them as well, all of different races and cultures, and they don't care about anybody. They're not bothered. They're not keeping their own from dying or anything. They don't care. It's that select group of families. It's just mad. Yeah, the thing is, it's so important. You've got to share it out to your friends on wherever you've got a platform or anything you can share it on. Just to share it out. Just, you know, even if people think, oh God, what's this? And they're watching, it starts making sense. It's to get people thinking. Because I believe, like me and my dad were saying, this video's come out. And if you watch how many views, like I said, it's coming out to the masses now. Because I believe, they said ages ago something about how are they going to sort of win sort of mainstream media, how they're going to put something out. And I always used to joke saying, is it going to be one of them things where every station network gets overtaken by Q, you know, like you see in the films of aliens when it goes, where are aliens talking, your TV goes off and an alien comes on. It'd be like Q broadcasting to the world, so the world would have to watch it and they'd get knocked off. But then I thought, well, maybe it'll just be on social media, not like on your TV mainstream media sort of thing, on YouTube and stuff, because once it's shared on YouTube, it gets out pretty fast like that video has. That's what I mean. A lot of channels are calling Q a lark, but we know what channels they are because they're obviously... I mean, some people are into Trump and they love Trump, but they're not believing Q. But if you actually look at the right channels that are decoding Q drops and that, you'll see everything Q says Trump is doing. And you'll get snippets of evidence as well. So at the end of the day, it's like Alex Jones. It doesn't matter. He's still waking people up. He's still... Everything that's happened that he said, if you go back on the Q post, everything's happening like he said. So it all lines up with each other. There's evidence. It's brilliant. So you have got to be careful who you... Yeah, you have got to be careful who you follow. But I believe that this video that's coming out, I think they're going to do another one. Maybe on how the mainstream media works, something, even though we know that. But it's a video that's coming out to the masses because a lot of people like to watch... you know, what's trending. If that's trending, because there's a lot of viewers that watching it, people start watching it, they might start thinking, what's this? They might start looking into it. But it's bringing Q forth outright, that video. If you look at it, it's telling you everything. So it's very important to share it, because when all this stuff starts coming out, I think people are going to start seeing a lot of... We know, but to the normies, a lot of Q stuff, and they're going to be wondering what it is. And that video, you can go there and you're like, oh my God, I understand it. Oh my God, like... It's just amazing. It's just an amazing video. And if you don't watch it and feel moved and feel in your heart that, yeah, this is what's been happening, then, like I said, you're off this planet. Or maybe you don't support Trump, and maybe you don't support Trump, and maybe you'll start supporting Trump when you actually sit back and just watch it and think, yeah, I understand now. Because it makes so much sense. And like I said, it's not just... I don't think... Oh, no, but funny enough, the dome... I did see it when it first came out, and then I didn't keep up with it. We live under a dome. Dome of... There's my dad. Yeah, that's what I mean. It had 16,000 views when my dad saw it, and now it's way up high, way up high. If you go and check the video out and look at the views, it's just... No, I don't watch TV. But it's funny how they have videos out on Netflix and stuff, because, you know, I've not been watching that lately, but... because they have films out that have this stuff in it, but you just see it as like, oh, it's not real, you know, it's in a film, but actually they do put stuff out there, and they say they actually, their law is, so they say the Illuminati and that they have to put the truth out. So I don't know if it's like a universal law. They have to put the truth out, but they do it in a way where they put it in a film or something, twisted the other way around, so they could, it's out there, but really it's not the truth. Like, that's why they say books and stuff. I've been reading books and things, and like, this sounds like what's going on, and that film sounds like this, and that there's a film called it was on Netflix, it's called Carbon, oh, I can't remember, but they do stuff like that, and they put it out there, and you just think, oh well, it's not real because it's a film, but actually it's like, it's got truth in it. But yeah, that's why I said you have to be careful what you watch. But that video is very important. I think they're going to do another one. That's Q coming out to the light of day, like, sort of thing, because all this stuff's coming now. Massive things are coming now. You know, that's why they're shouting all this stuff out on the tweets. Yeah, that's it, Altered Carbon. I didn't watch all of it, but I was a bit like, this is weird. President Trump wasn't supposed to win, and he's having to take a baby steps in uncovering the corporation. Yeah, because they wanted him in there. He was the chosen one. Like I said on that video I was watching the other day with spiritual things, it says there was a trumpet, and the trumpet came and shone the light on evil and got rid of the evil, and it was a trumpet, and I thought, it's just a bit odd that it's, oh, and this morning I went in the fridge to get my youngest his dinner, and they have these, if you're from America, they have these little round cheeses called Baby Bell. Watch this. No such things as coincidences. Right, so he's got these cheeses, like, they come like this in a bag. I picked them up yesterday and was like, yeah, I'll just get them. Now, if you look, I didn't realise they had numbers on. I picked them out. I picked one out this morning, like, they've got like, that one's not got a number on, but the one he had a number 8 on after me taking it off him and swapping it. This one's got a number 7 on it. The one I pulled out first of all had... oh yeah, religions are constructed to control the masses. 17! We love the number 17. The 17th number in the alphabet is Q. And that's the first one I picked out, and then I didn't give him, and thought, I can't give him that. I can't have the 17. I'm eating that cheese, 17. I'm going to save the wrapper. 17 is, you'll see, Trump will have 17 t-shirt on or whatever. The 7, you'll see a lot of 17 if you're following Q. I just started following me, like 17. 17 is the 17th letter in the alphabet is Q. So there you go. And I went on Busta Rhymes' Instagram today, and he's got a picture of him. He turns around and he's got the number 17 on his t-shirt. You know, seeing as everyone thinks Trump's racist, there's lots of black people that like Trump and other people of all different cultures that like Trump. Yeah, the number 17. So, see, that's why I keep saying all this Q business is sending me grey. See, or sending me wise. But yeah, number 17 cheese. I shouldn't eat it. I should just keep it. And also about the water. I was definitely thinking the other day, that's what I think arthritis is. I know I said it the other day, but I just do think, don't get a filter, get a distiller. Mine was £50. You don't need a day one. And I just think all that dirt and stuff gets in your joints, and that's what gives you arthritis if you've been drinking it since the day dot. Oh yeah, President Trump has turned the American, their fortune around. The thing is, all these cabals around the world, Hillary, Bush, Obama, were taking money from the American bank, or whatever you want to call it. They were using it as a piggy bank. They were stealing money. Billions, stealing money. Yep, actions speak louder than words. Yeah, fortune around in just 500 days he's turned it around. 500 days. Whatever president has, like, turned anything around. All them ones that did before, like, Bush, Clinton and Obama, well, Clinton and Obama, they've just ruined, sold out America, ruining everywhere, ruining places like where people live, like it's like all the people in, where is it, Skid Row and all that, it's ruining places. And I even think, not that I've been there, but places like, someone said about Route 66 where they're ruining the roads, and then people who live in those areas where, you know, you have your little gas stations, it's all quite old fashioned, just ruining people, and they have to move away because they haven't got money because people don't go down anymore. Ruining America, pulling America apart from the inside and people don't know. Yeah, draining the swamp. Taking you down from the inside so you didn't know it. Do you know what I mean? That's how they were working on it. That's how Clinton, Obama and Bush were working on with the, you know, the cabal, or whatever you want to call it, the deep state, working on the inside out and ruining areas. So once an area's been taken over and they've started making them into, slums and stuff, and there's people in there that are criminal and they're not bothered, and then people hate that area because it's not the way it was before and people are moving out, or there's a lot of crime there, they're just ruining people's areas, and then gradually it's the whole place, you know, it just sneaks up. We've got it over here, sneaks up, and then that's what they've been doing globally. That's why the EU's rising now. It's, to me, it's all connected. He did say way back, connect the dots. I know it's connect the dots with different stuff, but what people have got to realise in America, if you don't, it is make America great again first, because obviously that's your country, but then it's the rest of the world, and that's why we're saying over here it's make Britain great again. It's Britain first. We're not bothered about other people that want to come in and they're offended by this, that and the other. No, can you do this and can you put your flag down because we're offended of it. No, it is Britain first. You go and sort your own country out. But they're getting help in other countries now because the deep state's going down in the other countries. That's why I said Iran's rising now, and all rising over the EU, because everyone wants to take their own country back. And like I said, people who don't understand that from different countries or whatever, there's something wrong with you. Everyone just wants to make their country great again. And like I said, if there are people that have come, you know, legally anyway, because they have come from war-torn countries, and I will keep saying this, or, you know, they are escaping from war, not these ones that are coming in to try and get in the system and just take money and hurting people and killing people because, you know, they're from the cabal thing that's been put in the country anyway, paid to do it, not coming in with good intentions. But those other people who came here with good intentions and want to live by British law, and this is globally, I'm not just talking about Britain, that's fine. But I do believe some of those people, like I said yesterday, may want to go back home. Yeah, coming on welfare and all that, and then, yeah, exactly. But I believe some of the good people, because it's not everybody, and people going about Muslims, it's not every Muslim. It's that Islam is an ideology. It's not a race, it's an ideology. But some people from many different countries, not just that, may want to go back home in the end. And like I said yesterday, I don't mean that in a nasty way. I just mean the homeland. They might want to go back because it was under cabal. They didn't like it there. They felt, you know, they weren't free. Or there's, you know, there is wars been going on in certain places where people are getting killed. You know, it's real. Yeah, about that much. Yeah, my distiller. Yeah, it's like it's on now, so I can't bring it in, like a big white thing. You get a jug inside it. They may want to go back to the homeland because they may have loved the homeland, but they've seen it, you know, been taken over. They couldn't be as free as they wanted to. They saw all the pain and the hurt, and so they've come to other countries. But maybe in the end, someone will want to go back, because when I believe every country's going to make their country great again, they'll go back to help with that. Some may stay, some may not. That's up to them. But I don't mean that in a we want you out. I mean, they might want to go and do that. They just wanted to get out of the country at the time, because obviously if you're waking up in a country where you know, you're glad to be alive, but you're scared everywhere you go because you're scared of, you know, terrorists and God knows what. Yeah, they say that halal meat pays for terrorists, so. But ISIS was funded by Obama. That stopped. You don't hear of ISIS anymore. Anyone else going on around UK or anywhere else, their funds are dropping now, because obviously the deep state are falling, so it's just mad. Yeah, my distiller is, you just put water in, it's just really good, and it does take a couple of hours to fill up, because it, like, I can't explain how it works, but it does take a bit of time. Yeah, he is. His name is Hussein. they couldn't find his birth certificate, like I said the other day. And then I believe some woman saw it or came across it or something. And then there was a plane crash and she ended up in the sea. And there's a picture of her with a guy in a frog suit, you know, a scuba diver next to her. And the next minute, no one died, but she drowned. But there was a scuba diver next to her in the water. And the picture was taken. Yeah, exactly. Cut the welfare and like quite a few will go home. Some are doing it for the wrong reason. Some are just coming in for the money. You know, doing that, which is wrong. Some are coming in for really bad intentions, and some are just coming in, yeah, distillation. I can't say it. And some are just, but then you are getting the ones that are coming from war-torn countries, and you know it's not nice. Oh yeah, he's supposed to be gay as well. Yeah, seen a picture of him. Most of them are in this thing. When you actually start looking into it, fact actually. So you know, don't start going on. You need to go and research yourself. But anyway, I might come on later for a chat because I need to get my dinner. I haven't even had my dinner yet. Yeah, Big Mike. Well, the videos I've seen, it's a bit like... And then Joan Rivers shouted it out and the next minute, a month later, she's dead. She said they all know. And then you see them videos that are flying about and it's a bit like... And even Obama said in his videos, he's gone to say Michelle and he said Mike instead. Oh, he's gone my wife. And then you're like, what? Bit odd. Not. Yeah, I did see the package. I was like, what? They're always, like, what's that about? Shouldn't wear things that are so clingy then, should you? But yeah, so I'm going to go and have a late dinner now and I might see you all later. So yeah, if you're interested, this was off Photoshopped. Don't know. I won't... Of what I know now, like I said, nothing would surprise me. If aliens landed tomorrow, nothing would surprise me. When you've been lied to for so long about certain things that have gone on in the world, like nothing would surprise me. Thank you. Yeah, eBay, people, Amazon do them as well. I think it was only about, I don't know, £8 or £12 or something. And make sure you get yourself a water distiller. Because they'll say, some videos will say distilled water will kill you. I don't think it will. More like your fluoride water will. I've been drinking this for months, so... Oh, I might have to look out for it. I'll probably come across some stuff after and report it later if I see anything. But I just... want you to make sure you definitely go and watch that video because, you know, I will try and put it in the comment thing after. Who Obama Nobel Peace Prize for nothing. He's caused wars and loads of people dying and all that. Trump well deserves one. So I shall see you later. Bye.